Hello my friends, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday for Tuesday, November 27th, 2018. This is Jennifer. I come to you today with very little to share. As you guys know, Thanksgiving was last week. I had my family home, I had friends here, and it was just very busy. But I do have a couple odds and ends. One is a leftover from a quilt festival that I did not share before, and the other is something I'm about to work on. So first is the shirt I'm wearing. It just says sewhook.com. These were iron-on letters I picked up with my coupon at Michael's. They are glittery. They're tiny, and I really wanted a new Sew Hook shirt before I went to Quilt Festival, and of course I decided that the day before we left. So I went to Michael's to get some other stuff, ended up getting some iron-on letters, and most everyone thought I had stenciled it because it really does look like a stencil. But I did want to share how I did it because getting it on straight was a little bit of a challenge. First I put the shirt on and I marked where I wanted the word to be, and then I took the t-shirt and I flattened it out really nice and flat and even, and I used my longest ruler and put it under the line, and I started from the center and I worked from the center out and put the letters on like this, and then I very carefully moved the ruler away, put my pressing cloth on top and pressed, and there you go. It was probably a 10 or 15 minute job. The longest thing was lining up the letters, and then it was done. So it's already been washed a couple times and it's wearing really nicely. I'm very pleased with it. The other fun thing I have to share is that the annual winter party for my husband's company is coming up in December, and if you guys have been watching me for the last couple years, then you know that it is a costume party. So they do a big costume party every December. Last year was Haunted Mansion, and that's when we went as Fred and Velma. The year before was Venetian Ball, and I shared a dress that I had bought that was just black that I cut apart and added all these panels and lace and stuff to. This year is pirate themed. So after much discussion and much debate, we have decided that my husband will be the pirate and I'm going to be his parrot. This was totally my idea, and I decided that I didn't want to be a pirate because there are probably going to be 100 Jack Sparrows wandering around and probably a fair number of winches. And so instead of doing either of those things, I have decided that I will parrot myself up. In that vein of thought, I went thrifting with my son last week and found some very entertaining things at Savers. The base of my costume is going to be this bodysuit. This, guys, I laugh so hard when I pull this off. It's like, I don't even know what to call this. But it's a bodysuit, so this will be the base of my costume. It's a little big, so I'm going to do a little bit of alteration and probably put some straps or a tie on to make sure that it stays up. So I'll be wearing that, and then I'm going to have tights on underneath it, both for warmth and for leg color. I'm debating on green or yellow. I've been looking at a lot of parrot pictures. I may go yellow, I may go green, I don't know. It just depends on what I can get my hands on locally. And then I bought some prom dresses. I bought all kinds of weird stuff. And I'm going to completely take these apart. These are not going to be in any way related to their original garment when I'm done with them. So I got this blue dress specifically because the skirt is this great lace and it goes all the way up to the bodice without being attached. So there's like a ton of lace right here, and this was like a $4 dress, I think. This one was a really fun find. It's a little mermaid prom dress, and it's got these little scallops, which I think are going to look great as feathers. I'm going to try to keep as much of this intact as possible. I got this red skirt, just a broomstick skirt, and just a ton of fabric in this. And then this little dress, this very like 1960s dress, really. And it's just got, it's great, soft, very sheer fabric, and there's lots of it. So my plan is to wear the jumper underneath, and then I'm going to turn all the dresses into wings. So they'll connect up here somehow, either with a tie or to my shoulders or something like that. I might even do sleeves. And then I will have something here so that when I open my arms, I will have wings that are the appropriate colors for a parrot. So a couple years ago for the Venetian Ball, I made Urban Threads hat mask, and it's a lace mask that you make in pieces and then sew together on your embroidery machine. So they also have one that is a crow, and I'm going to get that and do it in red and make it more like a parrot. And then I'm pretty sure they have some feathers, some like lace feathers you can make. And so I was thinking to do that and do like some sort of headdress with lace feathers. so that I have a mask and then feathers in my hair, and then I'll have the red body and then the wings. So that is what I'm going to be working on the next couple weeks. The party is in 3 weeks, I think. And then for my husband, he has actually got several bits and pieces from other costumes he's pulled together. We've got a big pile of scarves he's going to wear like around his waist. He's got one he's going to wear on his head. The only thing that he's bought, and he did this independently of me, he purchased pirate boots. So he's going to have pirate boots, and it's going to be really fun. I don't think I'm going to have to make anything at all for his costume because his is just mostly going to be layers of stuff. I think it's going to be a really good time. I don't think this should be too time intensive. I've done a lot of things like this before, not necessarily wings, but a lot of like reconstructing pieces of clothing to be other things. So I'm looking forward to doing that and to sharing the progress of how that goes over the next couple of weeks. It has been a crazy couple of weeks. I've been very busy with family and friends, and I'm looking forward to getting back in my sewing room and actually doing some sewing. Be sure and stop by Fandom and Stitches tomorrow for Hocus Pocus Quilt Along. We are getting closer to the end. It does go through December and we have just a few weeks left. So you guys be sure and check it out. It's going to be fun for the rest of the time. And before you know it, you'll be assembling your quilts and you will have your awesome Halloween quilt all ready to go for next year. That is all. Have a wonderful week. Have a crafty week. I look forward to seeing your videos, and I will see you next week. Bye.